Just chew
Did
it.
you? I fucking lost it. Next. I fucking lost what I was gonna say.
It's all good. New releases. Boba Fett. Let's go. Boba Fett season finale. Holy
This
shit.
was dope. This was dope as fuck, dude.
There was
Everybody's
so
like,
much.
Everybody's like, Star Wars is ruined and Boba Fett is ruined, and I'm like, dude, this was so fucking fun. Are you kidding me? Like, Boba Fett rides a Rancor.
Yeah,
First
dude.
of all. Second of all, Daddy Mando gets his little baby back, and I'm
Yes,
real
sir.
excited about that.
So, like, my favorite thing about the whole episode was bonkers, right? So, he starts out
Yeah,
they're in the dune or the ruins of like that nightclub that got exploded at the end of episode 6. They're trying to figure out their
Twilight
plan.
wife is dead.
Nice, yeah, right. And they're just trying to figure out their plan. Mando shows up and he's like, "Hey, man, it's all good. Freetown's showing up." Little they know, Cad Bane paid a visit, and shot the marshal, not killed, but shot. We all knew that
Right.
because even the captions was like, "We got to get him to a hospital" at the end of that episode.
Yeah.
So if you had the captions on, you would have known he wasn't dead yet. So it's not a spoiler. But what I'm about to say is a spoiler. So that's why the banner's going up, bing, for the rest of the show. So we'll give you a 3, 2, 1. If you guys want to take a second to go turn this off, because we're about to talk some shit.
I love Star Wars right now, just so you know.
Yes.
Everything about Star Wars. I finished Clone Wars last week. I'm in halfway through Rebels
Nice.
right now. Ash and I bought like a asinine amount of money of Star Wars Legos last weekend. I built Luke's X-wing. She built a Republic gunship. I'm in the middle of building the Razor Crest. I am fucking in on Star Wars. 100%. Go.
Now I love this boots on the ground version, of the universe, because we're not, again, we had episode 6. It was all about Luke and Grogu and that kind of stuff, and we got, which by the way looked fantastic.
How about the fact that Luke is such a dickhole that he didn't even bother to accompany a child in his X-wing and was just like, R2, just drop his ass off and fucking Tatooine.
Yeah,
Like, what an ass! Like, what a dick!
he's definitely the worst. I think out of all people in the Star Wars universe, he's the biggest kind of like didn't learn your lesson guy until it bites him in the ass every single time.
It really seems like that now, and I'm here for it as well.
But I like at least that this show didn't try to rewrite that about him. You know what
I
I mean?
agree.
Like,
I
there was
do
an
agree.
opportunity for them to go like, "Oops, let's not make him a complete shitbird." But you know what? He's got it. He's a shitbird because he's learning about himself. He's trying to learn about the Force. He's learning about these ways, and he thinks he fucked up last time because he didn't know this stuff about the Force. And all of a sudden, it's like, oh,
Right.
actually, no, the Force is wrong, and you're wrong, and continue.
I
on.
also just love Ahsoka Tano just like showing up and is like, yeah, whatever. What's up? I'm the best Jedi. I'm the best Jedi in the whole goddamn world, right? In the whole galaxy right now.
Yeah, and I'm so mad at his dad that I hooked up with him, and I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? One night stand. Peace. Take that, Annie.
I can't wait for her show. I think she's about to show down with Darth Vader in Rebels right now, and I'm about to lose my fucking mind. I'm so excited.
I
She's
think
the best character in Clone Wars.
Oh yeah,
Hands
for
down.
sure.
She's the best character in Clone Wars.
But no, so the show starts out there, the ruins of that bar that exploded up.
Yep.
Cad Bane is talking to the Pike Syndicate, and they're talking about how they totally destroyed Boba Fett's brain with like killing his Tusken family, and he thinks some biker gang did it, but really they did it. So they think the matter's resolved. So Cad Bane shows up, calls out Boba Fett, explains to him, yeah, you think the biker gang killed your Tusken family? Well, it was actually the Pikes, and in your heart you know it's true, which goads Boba Fett. But Boba Fett does not take the bait. Fast forward a little bit. Now all of a sudden, they're drawn into conflict. He's got all of his people out in the 4 different parts of Tatooine and Mos Espa, and all of a sudden, those families that said they were going to be neutral decided they weren't, and sprung traps, started killing people, or trying to at least. The little green piggies got their demise over a cliff edge. Chrysanthemum. He fought to his heart's
He
content,
got fucked
and
up.
the weird Chrome Dome biker gang half survived, half didn't. Thank you to Fennec Shand, who decided to show
One
up
did
and
a real
save
weird spin
everybody.
in the middle.
Yeah, that goober. Man, I don't even know his name. I feel bad for calling him a goober, but everybody who I don't know and does something silly like that is a goober to me.
Apparently, Mando did it like 15 seconds earlier, and nobody has said anything about it.
Oh, really? Well, was Mando carrying a giant Wookiee on his back?
Apparently, he like
Who couldn't
spun
walk in
and,
the
like,
first place?
fucking-
But yeah, I definitely think it was a fun episode. But my favorite part
It was.
was for me was what's her face? Oh God, Happy's gonna have to tell me her name again. The actress with the frizzy hair.
Ming Na Wen.
Nope. I know
Oh,
her name.
Annie Potts. It's
That's-
not Annie Potts. It's
That's not
Annie
Annie Potts.
something.
Annie. God damn it. Come on, chat. 20 seconds later, give me the information I need. Long story short, she shows up with Grogu and this little, like, I don't know, how would you call it, wagon? Like a little
Like a rickshaw.
yeah, right. Basically a rickshaw with a robot on the end of it. And of course when Grogu lands in that X-wing, we see Grogu, we know he took the chainmail.
Yeah.
And we all fist pump, right? Like, fuck you, Luke. Keep that goddamn swampy ass lightsaber. The whole time I was waiting for Grogu to like pick up or at least force wield the dark saber and just slice everything in half. Obviously, that did not take place. Instead, Mando tries to wield it himself yet again. He gets a little bit of Amy Sedaris. The reason I forget that name, Amy Sedaris, no offense, Amy Sedaris, is because it's so close to Jason Sudeikis in my mind. I categorize them side by side and just gets overpowered by Ted Lasso. So, but Amy Sedaris did a great job once again being like overly doting on Grogu.
Yeah.
And then being there for the rest of the battle and just trying to like, I guess basically save Grogu where she could, and deliver him at the same time to Mando. And then you've got the assistant to the mayor who was trying to be this go-between.
Who just reminds me of Danny Putty. Like he just looks and talks just like Danny Putty, and it's really weird.
The only other person that could probably replace him in my mind, besides Danny Putty, might be the dad, Phil Dunphy from Modern Family.
Yeah, Ty Burrell.
Yeah, Ty Burrell. That would be the only other person. Like oh, WTF? Why the face? Like ha ha. He's out there like trying to like negotiate some terms. But the whole episode was great. The Rancor showing up. I completely forgot about the Rancor. That was like 3 episodes ago. We've had all this Mando stuff. And I think that was obviously done on purpose. It was designed to make you forget the intimacies of the stuff he had back at the palace, right? He's got a ship. He's got that Rancor.
Yep.
And when it shows up and just starts going ham, fan-fucking-tastic. I love the showdown between Boba Fett and Cad Bane. The shootout, and then all of a sudden he just picks up his crooked stick and just beats the shit out of him, kills him. I think it was a nice, quick wrapping of that whole season, more or less. It showed he learned something, had some love involved in it, and then killed that guy who's been fucking with him for decades.
Someone said that getting a quick and non drawn out death in Star Wars is a good thing. Like no pomp and circumstance, no real room left to the imagination on whether they are alive or not. I mean, Cad Bane's dead. He's old by this time in the show.
Like for his species, they die at like
for his
80?
species. Like
He was like
old as
100.
shit.
Yeah.
It's not like the Mace Windu effect where Mace Windu could have survived what happened in Revenge of the Sith. It's not like anything that's happened with Ahsoka. We know that Ahsoka survives Rebels. We know that she survives all the way past Return of the Jedi at this point. So I'm excited. I'm happy that they wrap the Cad Bane stuff up. I think that the Mandalorian and that the Book of Boba Fett can at sometimes suffer from too many things around them, too many extras in it, too many kind of callbacks. I didn't particularly need 2 full episodes regarding the Mandalorian
That's fair.
in this, especially since it was the Book of Boba Fett. But I'm not complaining. I mean, they were fucking great. Everything to go with because you have the fact that the foundlings are the child of the Watch, and that like you're not 100% sure that that's Death Watch from Clone Wars,
Hmm.
like the actual cult Death Watch,
Right.
which Bo-Katan Kryze was a member of Death Watch, and Maul like led Death Watch. So
Right.
I'm really excited. Pedro Pascal already or somebody from fucking The Mandalorian season 3 teased like Mando season 3 is going to be off the chain, which is awesome.
So one of the other things that I think we talked about a little bit, but not really dove into, was that the flashback that Grogu has, where he's seeing all the Jedi trying to defend him against the 501st or the Order 66, right? And
Yep.
some like really sleuth-eyed people have seen different emblems on the walls that it might have been
Yeah.
to different things. Who do you think saved Grogu from the temple?
I think that it was. I feel like it was. It wasn't a Jedi,
Hmm.
and if it was a Jedi, it was Obi-Wan.
Nice.
Actually, I don't need. No, it can't be Obi-Wan because Obi-Wan was on a completely different planet at that
Right.
point. Um, I feel like it might be a Mandalorian warrior. Um,
It's all about the angle
don't
for
know.
me. Like, right? It's always
I don't
down
know.
low. So
It's not Cal Kestis from Fallen Order because he's too young at
Right.
that point. He would have been a child. It's not Cal Kestis' master. It's not any of the major Jedi. It could be Kanan Jarrus from Rebels. That's an option because he's around at that point. Actually, you know what? Never mind. I lied. It can't be Kanan Jarrus either. He's young. He's in the Bad Batch. He's with the Bad Batch during Order 66.
What's
I
the
don't
name?
know.
What's the name of the chick from the Clone Wars? The evil Sith.
Asajj?
She's also
Ventress?
dual wielding. Yeah.
Yeah, Asajj. It could be Asajj Ventress. I don't know.
Because I'm pretty sure that might have been her emblem that was spotted on the wall.
It could be.
The other idea people are throwing around is it was R2, because around the vision that he's seeing, it's very like clouded, like the lens, R2's big ass lens. So he
Was
might have been
R2
inside of
on-
R2?
Was R2
I don't know.
on Coruscant during that?
Did-
I mean, I just don't know. Like, I mean, if he was, yeah, he was because he was with Anakin when Anakin killed all the younglings. I'm fairly certain.
Yeah.
Mike Mahaffey says Cad Bane's 100% not dead. He seemed pretty fucking dead,
I
but
mean,
apparently he's not.
let's
What
be
he's saying
honest.
makes sense. I don't know.
It'd be a great like plot twist, season 2. Boba Fett.
I don't
and all
need
of a sudden,
that, though.
What now? Ah! He's in that banta tank, just like just breathing off of that thing, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden there's that red-eyed fucker. But no, I think I definitely am looking forward to season 2 of this. I know it's been renewed for season 2. There's no way this is the end of
I
this.
think so. There's no way that there's the end of it.
I enjoyed the season. To your point, I think it was a lot. They definitely leaned heavily on Mandalorian, right? And they also leaned a little bit on the Jedi stuff with Luke and Grogu and
Yeah.
Ahsoka in there. But at the same point, they're also trying to launch Ahsoka's new series.
They
so
are, yeah.
You've got to leave a little bit of a trickle trail with her. And there's so many new castings coming out for that series, so I'm sure they're putting a lot of eggs in that basket. Not all of them, but a lot of them.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed the season for sure, and I look forward to the next one. But next up, I know you haven't seen this show pretty much at all. Peacemaker. I love this show, and it's
I heard it's so much fun.
it's
I
dumb.
will
I love
watch
it.
it.
It's stupid fun, man. Honestly, it's stupid fun. There's so much like some lines feel a little bit drawn out, but that doesn't feel too stupid because those lines are meant to be funny, right? It's like,
Yeah.
you have this panic and and you feel this kind of the whole world's coming down around you, and all of a sudden you're like, somebody throws in a very long quip, and you're like, all right, that was funny, and then the panic resets back in. It's clearly like not really taking itself too seriously. And I'm gonna throw a spoiler up here, so I'm happy. Plug your ears if you care for this. Whoever else is listening to this, I know I've already spoiled it for my wife. Towards the end of this episode, as you might imagine, some things end as they do at the ends of seasons, and towards the end of the season, in the end of this episode, Peacemaker keeps making jokes about different members of the Justice League. Right?
I saw one about Green Arrow, which
Right.
that he was a fucking brony. And
Yes. So
that's pretty funny.
That one's funny because they're like, dude, you're always saying some like ridiculous shit about members of the JLA or whatever. He's like, well, that's true. And then somebody backs him up like, yeah, that's definitely true. He's like, he also said Aquaman fucks fish. He's like, oh, I heard that's true too. Well, at the end of the episode, the JLA shows up. Superman's floating there. Wonder Woman's standing in shadow.
What?
Ezra Miller's there as the Flash. Jason Momoa's there as Aquaman.
What?
And as they're walking away from like the devastation behind them, Peacemaker's like, "Oh, way to fucking show up late as fucking usual. Go fuck some fish." And as he walks past Jason Momoa, Jason Momoa says, "He's like, I fucking hate that rumor." And Ezra Miller says, "That's not a rumor." To which Jason Momoa replies, "Fuck you, Barry." And it just goes. That's it. Third full makeup and
me?
everything. If I'm lying, I'm dying.
This is at the end of the show?
Yeah.
Oh my god. This
Dude,
makes me want to watch the show.
It was so awesome.
This
I was
is
just
fucking
like,
hilarious.
because they're sitting there goofing with each other. He's like, that's not a rumor. He's like, fuck you, Barry.
That's fucking awesome.
Obviously,
That's so cool.
They don't show Henry Cavill or Gal Gadot because they're not there. There's just like these floating figures.
Yeah.
But they were both full costume, full makeup.
That's
yeah,
so
it's
cool.
like,
That's fucking hilarious. Yeah,
fuck
I'll
fish.
watch
I
the
hate
show.
that rumor. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. Or I'll just watch that scene. That sounds
It's
really
like,
fun.
honestly, the rest of it was pretty fantastic. I think the other parts I love about the show is just really the like call outs. I've sent to you the breakdown of different characters that could have been framed instead of Peacemaker, yada yada. Bert and Ernie were called out as some of them. And he says those cunts from Riverdale, and one of the actors is from Riverdale, which is great. But I mean, it's definitely a lot of the same googly hilariousness from you get from like Guardians of the Galaxy, but now in the DC universe. So, and even on the other side of that, James Gunn's other half is one of the main characters in the show.
Yeah.
So, he's doing his best work trying to make her look great. So everybody else rises with that same ship. Yes. Thanks for outing me, chat. My wife and I are going to try to learn the intro dance to the theme song and do it on TikTok as well. So.